Welcome to the Zimbabwe Energy and Regulatory Authority Zera stand at the ongoing 2024 edition of the Zimbabwe International Trade Fair, running under the theme Innovation, the Catalyst to Industrialization and Trade. And Zera has two amazing innovations. The first one, mini grids, of which engineer Ndlovu shall be taking us through, and the second, the fuel service stations grading system that Mr. Mlalazi shall also be taking us through. Come, join me.
Greetings everyone, I am Ndlovu. I work for the regulator. This year our theme is on mini grids. We thought of the mini grids with the people that are in deep rural areas where it can take about 10 to 20 years for them to have access to the electricity. So we came up with this setup so that we can power them up and we change their livelihood. We also have them get access to the electricity. In our mini grid for this year, we've got the wind turbine, we've got solar, we've got hydro. What we are saying is, during the day, we can power up our community using solar, as long as there is sun, but then the moment it gets dark, our solar will be off, then we can move on to our hydro to power up our village up to the next morning. In winter, it means that we are going to be having minimum sun, so we can power up our village using the wind turbine. That will be backed up again with hydro. The moment we power up the village, it means their lifestyles are going to change because they will be now able to do commercial farming because there will be now access to the water. It means we can run pipes of water to wherever they are. They can do their plowing. They can now start mini factories, whether is it for cloth making, dressmaking, barber shops or salons, whatever they'll be having in mind, but then their lifestyles are going to change because they'll be having means of finding their lifestyle. The moment we have electricity in the community, it means the lifestyle of the school children is going to change because they now have access to electricity. They can do computers and other subjects that need electricity. We are not encouraging our community members to cook using electricity because we are saying we should be energy efficient. So we have created biogas digesters for each community. As you can see, we have got this biogas digester. Since this is a rural setup, it means all the households, they've got animals that they are keeping, domesticated animals, so they can use the waste of those domesticated animals for the biogas use. That's what we are trying to push for and try and encourage so that no one is left behind. We move together in trying to power up everyone. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Mlalazi, Regional Compliance Officer Technical for Zera. This year, the trade fair, we have decided to showcase what Zera thinks is a typical five-star service station, what we expect from service stations. We know a lot of service stations have been mushrooming all over the country. Some people are converting commercial sites into service stations. You will find that some eventually get closed by Zera for lack of meeting minimum standards. What people do not know is that Zera sets the standards and inspects regularly to make sure that the standards are maintained and improved. What we expect from a service station, this is a typical model of what we want as Zera. We want a site where, from the main road here, as you can see, it's properly marked where the entrance to the service station is, and the exit should also be marked. Second item that is actually mandatory and statutory is the MID sign, Main Information Display Board, where your prices are actually visible to your customers as they enter the service station. From there, You can have your LPG retail site. You have your walkways where people can actually walk without interfering with traffic, which we put in this brown labeling. And then your forecourt itself. The standard says you are supposed to have a canopy which is at least 4.8 meters high. Underneath, you will have your pumps which are labeled. So in a nutshell, a service station essentially is about selling fuel in a safe environment for the public. While we're looking at the standards, Zera has gone further to say, apart from the infrastructure, we're looking at the customer side of the service station as well. You are supposed to have a convenience shop, you are supposed to have ablution facilities, you are supposed to have a service area for vehicles. It is now essential for us to provide compressed air for vehicles when you are in the service station. Optionally, it would be ideal for you to have a backup solar system in case your power runs out. Your service station should be in such a way that it no longer provides only the fuel, but the backup and customer service that come with the service station itself. So in a nutshell, our model shows the MID standalone pump for your big vehicles, your canopy, your pump islands, which are actually supposed to be at a certain distance from the ground to ensure that vehicles do not actually crash into the pumps. You have got your EV charging station, that's for your electric vehicles. You've got your service area. You've got your tanks. You have got to have the area underneath the canopy set in such a way that it is concreted, so that when you have spillages, a lot of us have seen, we now need drainage gullies which will capture all spillages of oil so that it doesn't go into the ground. That's an EMA requirement as well. So all oils and fuels that spill within this area should be able to be captured into the catch drain and it out separated into the air separate. So in a nutshell, that's what we have.
Zera values your feedback. I just gave mine. Be sure to visit their stand and give them your feedback too.